Good morning. So these last couple of days, I don't even know what to say. I feel like I'm talking about the twin flame journey. Energetically, it feels like with one hand he came in and was holding me, and with the other hand he came in as bending me all out of shape while he's holding me. Like, it's almost like a balloon that you keep tapping and you keep it up in the air when there's spikes below and it's just about ready to hit the spikes, and then and you get another little tap. That's what it feels like. It has just been loopy. I mean, completely loopy. And he does it on purpose. I know that he knows what he is doing. He is a genius. He's a genius. And I know that it's intentional. It's like he's 10 steps ahead of me on the journey in every single way. He's leading me. He's guiding me. He is taking my hand and dragging me through the coals. And as I get, he comes in and supports me, and I feel like this warmth of like this blanket, like I'm being held up, and then I just get dragged through the coals. Yesterday, I still feel like I'm processing it. I still feel like I can't really talk about it. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, I said, okay, good, it's raining, it's gonna ground me. It didn't ground me. I took off. It was like I say something and then I'm tickled. Like, yeah, no, you're not grounded. Get going. And I feel like I have that chasing energy that comes up in us, that running, like you can't sit still, you just have to run. And I feel like I'm getting all run out. I feel like I'm getting run until the run is getting completely run out of me. And today I just feel like I want quiet. Today it started storming in the morning, and I feel like it's so perfect timing. I mean, like there was a mega thunderstorm this morning. Now I'm on my way to the post office. Yesterday I got a lot of work done because I was grounded yesterday. I was grounded. I was crying all day long. My emotions yesterday were just going up and down, and it was like he was the instigator behind it all. The instigator and the, like, not instigator in a bad way. Well, yeah, in the beginning it was an instigator, but then also like leading me through it, leading me through the different stages, like igniting this total fall. I mean, breakdown, but breakdown not in a topical way, like a breakdown from the deepest place that you could be broken down. Just the deepest emotions, where you're just lost, where you just feel like all is lost, and you just feel like broken in a way that it's not topical. It's not like you want to get up and chase or do anything. It's just kind of like you're grounded, like, okay. It's like broken, but in a way of kind of acceptance, like broken in such a way that it's just like broke. And then I felt like a total love bomb, like somebody's coming in and lifting your chin up. And I feel like my emotions were all over the place, but it was really like, I can't even really tell the story because it sounds so crazy, because it was telepathically. It was in a way that I was getting subliminal, like energetic lessons. Like it was a passing of energy. It was like he sent me a video in the morning that gave me so many like little subliminal lead me to believe something, but only he would know that that's what it would lead me to believe, and only coming from him would it lead me to believe what I believe. And it's like, I can't even tell the story because it sounds so crazy. It sounds like out of this world, but that's the telepathy that's between us. He knows exactly how my mind works, but in a way that it's like, okay, I can read the signs, but he can write the signs, and he knows before he even sends it to me. He knows exactly where it's going to touch me. He knows exactly where it's going to send me, how I'm going to react to it. And then he knows exactly when to come in, and it feels like just lift my chin. Just like, you're okay. This, I feel like the twin flame journey is kind of taken, the spiritual awakening. I don't even want to call it the twin flame, because the twin flame journey, it kind of feels like, okay, it feels like your life and time. Okay, so your life isn't time, but your life plays out on time, and it's just like the spiritual awakening. The twin flame journey isn't the spiritual awakening, but it's what throws you into it. It's kind of like your spiritual awakening plays out through the twin flame journey, through the reflections that you get, and then you do that internal work and you have all of those realizations and all of that. It's like, it's kind of like your life plays out on time, then your spiritual awakening kind of plays out on this twin flame thingy majig. And I don't even want to call it that. I don't know what else to call it. Like, I don't know what else to call him. Like, my friend. Like, we're not in a romantic relationship, so it's not like he's like, I don't even know. I would call him maybe my partner in my spiritual awakening. I don't know. And twin doesn't even seem right. It's like I use that because that's the only terminology that I really have that I can use, but it doesn't feel quite accurate. So these last couple of days have been so intense, and I feel like I'm in a place that I just need to rest for a minute. I need to breathe for a minute. I need to even to comprehend what I've been going through. I don't even feel like I have words for it yet. Oh. Okay, well, I got here to the post office, and now I need to figure out parking. It doesn't look like there's any parking, so it looks like I'm gonna have to wait for somebody to move, or else I'm gonna have to go park somewhere else. I'll show you what it looks like here. I'm in downtown Tiberias. So that over there, that's the post office building. And this is the main center of town here. And there's a car there waiting for parking ahead of me, so I appreciate watching. It's kind of like a twin flame update. That's all I can call it. Okay, so I just finished at the post office. I want to add on to that last video because I was sitting and I was thinking about it. And you see, these subliminal messages, if we didn't believe them, they wouldn't appear to us. So because we see what it is that we're prone to see, we see the places that we're stuck, because I've seen this over and over and over with my twin, that when he meets with people, like in a way of, he touches their sore spots. And these are places and the way that I mean is because when you meet a wall of truth, and any place that you are out of sync with that truth is going to bring up in you those places. So the way that I was seeing it, I'm going to try to explain this and articulate it the best that I can. See, if I wasn't stuck in those places, and those places that were presented to me weren't sore spots for me, they would have passed right over my head. I wouldn't have caught on those places, right? So those are places that I need to do my work. The places that send me spiraling. Those are the places, because if I was clean and pure of intention and thought, then any kind of hinting towards something, like the subliminal messages that he sends, right? And see, I kind of feel like it's a little bit too private to talk about. Bus let me by. I feel like it's a little bit like I'm still processing it all, but I'll just tell you that he sent me a message yesterday morning, and in the message, he sent me a message and he sent me a video to watch. And it led me to believe something that made me hurt. But he didn't say anything. If you listen to it and you didn't have, like with me, alternative motives, or if I was pure of thought, those things wouldn't have moved me. I wouldn't have even caught on to them. It wouldn't have instigated or sparked anything in me. I would have just been able to take it at face value. And because I'm still caught up in those places, in the places of trying to hold on to him, right? So let's just say, in the places, if I wasn't trying to hold on to him, or wasn't trying to have ownership, then it would have just went right over my head. It wouldn't have sparked any kind of fear in me, or sense of loss in me, or anything like that, if it was pure. So I'm able to realize afterwards. I'm able to see. Now these are like tests. They're like tests from the universe that see. And you can't be where you have to be where you're at every given moment. You can't be ahead of yourself, right? So in order for me to heal in these places, I have to keep on being presented with opportunities for, when I'm over it, I won't get stuck in those places, right? When I am a pure light and pure in my sense of self-worth and in my sense, nothing will move me from my center. So every time that one of these opportunities comes along, one of these lessons, or one of these, that is touching me right in my raw spot, first of all, it bends me way out of shape. It sends me spiraling. And in that way, every single time I'm becoming more and more numb to it, more and more healed in that space, in that place, in the place that I'm stuck. And if I wasn't stuck in those places, they wouldn't touch me. If I was standing strong and pure in my own light and without insecurities, or without anything else meaning anything about me, what other people do meaning something about me, if I was in the pure consciousness flow, then I wouldn't get stuck. So these opportunities, first of all, they send me into pain. And in that pain, in diving deep in that pain, you have to start letting go. You have to it's like somebody comes and does you a rub on your raw spot, on your raw spot. Only after quite a few times of being rubbed in your raw spot, it's not going to hurt anymore. Once you become numb to it, once you're like, oh, okay. And so it's healing. And every time you go, and I feel like it's almost like he's laying me into this place. Like he comes in, he holds me up first, like I'm holding you, and then rub on your raw spot, and then come back in, and right before the balloon touches the spikes and pops, like right before it's like comes in and holds me up again. It feels very, very, very intentional, and very, 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 he knows exactly what he's doing. And he is, I want to say, it's not even 10 steps ahead of the game, way further than that ahead of the game. And this is why I've said before that I feel like he's the Messiah, because he doesn't do this only for me, he does this for others as well. And that's why sometimes I have the question of, like, is this the twin flame? It's a twin flame journey for sure. Can't be. But am I the only, like, are others feeling the exact same thing? Are others feeling the, like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's just so out of this world. It's so, like, beyond this dimension. And we had really, really, really good news yesterday, and I feel like blessed and loved, and I don't have words for it yet. I still haven't processed it all yet. It's still processing. And then last night he sent me, he's so funny, after I go through like something that's so detrimental and it's so like earth moving below me, he comes in and then he makes me laugh. Like he sent me a video also about this. A genius was speaking about these other dimensions and about the war between the wars of light and darkness, and light workers and light workers on the planet, and the purpose of light workers, and this the genius that was talking about it from, it was in the 1980s, and he winded up dead. And from what sounds like, he was taken out because he was speaking of things that somebody didn't want to get out. And then that sent me, I was already so deep within myself from all day, just diving deep. It was yesterday, there was no surface yesterday. I was so far in, and then he sent me that, and it resonated in a way that I can't even describe. Like understanding, because I could see it energetically, all of these levels of different dimensions, and that this planet is just the physical level. It's like our light being is trapped in this body, and is eternal, will always be, but we are trapped inside of this body. And I could just see exactly what he was talking about. It was in Hebrew, so he put a link to part of what that man was saying in his Facebook. So anyway, thank you for watching in this